I'm Dr. Shivani Deswal. I'm Senior Consultant in the Department of Pediatric Gastroenterology and Hepatology at Medanta, the MedCity, Gurugram. Celiac disease is also commonly known as wheat allergy. It is an autoimmune disorder where when a child eats a gluten, which is a protein present in wheat, rye or barley, it triggers an immune response inside the body and it leads to damage of the intestines. So our intestines are like a villi. So when the damage occurs, they become flat like a knuckle, and then they cannot absorb the important nutrients like fat, proteins, vitamins, iron, vitamin D, and it leads to deficiency in these children. You'll be surprised to know that maybe you're not aware of it and you think it's rare, but it is not rare. The prevalence of celiac disease in the northern belt is around 1%. That is 1 in 100 has celiac disease, though it remains undiagnosed. While compared to HIV, the prevalence of HIV is only 0.25%, but we all are aware of it. We typically divide the children into two groups. The typical presentations, these children present to us early, less than 3 years of age usually. They come with abdominal distension, recurrent or chronic diarrhea, abdominal pain, not gaining weight, while the atypical one present a little later with a short height or anemia or delayed puberty, constipation, or sometimes when they are screened for diabetes and thyroid, even celiac is picked up. The screening is done by a very simple test which is based on an ELISA principle. It's called anti-TTG. Along with that, we do total IgA because celiac disease children can have IgA deficiency also. And once the screening test is positive, we confirm it with a very safe procedure, upper GI endoscopy, which takes 5 to 10 minutes in an expert hand and is a day care procedure, along with duodenal biopsies, which are read under the microscope to confirm celiac. It can present at any age. Even at old age, at the age of 60 to 70, a patient may present with diarrhea and anemia. Even in puberty, delayed puberty, even in women with infertility. So basically it's a polygenic disease. So it may present at any age. Once celiac is confirmed, the only known treatment is strict, balanced, gluten-free diet. That means gluten should not be there in your food. So all the grains like wheat, rye and barley which have gluten are not to be taken, while other grains like rice, corn, bajra, other millets can be easily taken. And we only supplement the children for initial 3 to 6 months with vitamins and iron depending upon the deficiency. Otherwise, it's only dietary management. It's a major shock to the parents when the celiac disease is diagnosed, especially in the northern belt where wheat is a staple food. So there is a denial phase. So we have to make them understand that it is a very simple disease to treat. It just requires modification in diet and compliance by the child and the parents. It does not need any medicine, in fact, only supplements for initial 3 to 6 months. And if we follow this diet, your child leads a completely normal life like any other child. I would say it's completely treatable because the lifelong gluten-free diet is a must. It is not that if your child grows up and is not showing symptoms, you can restart the gluten, because he may not manifest severe symptoms, but it can inhibit his height. It can lead to issues later in his puberty and fertility. So a strict compliance to gluten-free diet is a must.